Eminence and Shadow episode 4 absolutely blew me away. I can't believe that this show is so original and each episode feels like a different genre of anime. It's at the end of the first episode, I was really disappointed because I thought the first episode with this idea of this vigilante kid who had thought so thoroughly about how to, you know, beat up thugs and people that were taking advantage, people committing crimes, um, carrying around crowbars because if he gets stopped by the police, he can come up with a reasonable excuse as to why he has that. Unlike other weapons, which are illegal to carry in Japan, and yet he's able to use them just as well as, and even in a superior way, to many uh, weapons made specifically to be weapons. Um, and then for him to be isekai into a world, the ending of the first episode where he's just surrounded by a group of girls just talking about how amazing he was and how great he was, and he had like a harem of 12 girls surrounding him. I was like, oh god, this is just going to become another boring isekai full of cliches. But I really underestimated the author because he is so aware of these cliches and makes fun of them throughout the entire show and subverts them in a way that's really profound, and at the same time providing a unique isekai experience while being a parody of an isekai in the same sort of way that One Punch Man is a parody of overpowered characters, but at the same time has that same element of a good shonen battle series. Um, but I would say this might be even better than One Punch Man, although obviously the art isn't as great as the first season of One Punch Man. That was a masterpiece. But wow, I mean, just looking at this anime, if you just saw like a 5 minute clip of it, you'd be like, more isekai trash. But it's not. It's absolutely every episode. I am just absolutely blown away because in the second episode, I was like, this is so interesting. Like he's just making up this lie about the Cult of Diablos and going out and just murdering people, and it's such a non-isekai thing to do to go out and just like slice up people, even if they're bad. It's just like not a thing that's acceptable in isekai. It's like if someone's bad, like you don't kill them, because everyone is a good person at heart. No, this show is like it has an edge to it, but it isn't edge lord type stuff like the uh, Tokyo Ghoul anime was. The manga was a masterpiece, but the Tokyo Ghoul anime was just edgy for the just to be edgy. Whereas within this show, it just feels like it's part of the meta-ness of the whole thing, of flipping the whole isekai genre on its head, while at the same time maintaining its integrity. And it's so funny because his lie about the cult of Diablos turns out to be true. There is a cult of Diablos trying to bring back the demon Diablos. And I wonder how the show is going to handle that when he finds out. He still thinks that all these girls. Well, he thinks that the girls have found out that he made up this whole cult of Diablos thing. And, when when the girl tells him we have 112 people in the city, he's like, well, what? Did you hire extras? And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. This is all the people we can mobilize." It's so hilarious and so great, and it's just gonna be like, I just want to see his reaction when he finds out there's actually cold Diablos. That the thing he made up turns out to be true, and I wonder how the show's gonna handle that. Is it just gonna be coincidence? Is it gonna be something like what he said, like manifested itself into the universe? Like the goddess that brought him there created it because to give him a good isekai experience or something. And yeah, then he's pissed off, like, well, I didn't actually want there to be a terrible cult infiltrating the whole world, doing these terrible things to people. There's people's lives at stake, which would be so funny and ironic because he just goes around killing people. I mean, there's so much this show could do. I just hope that the author will continue with the originality of the show and can continue to surprise us with each episode with giving us something entirely new and unique and surprising that we did not expect. It's if it continues at this rate of quality, it's going to surpass, I would say, even Mob Psycho 100, even though Mob Psycho 100 is a masterpiece. I mean, this third season of Mob Psycho is amazing because this is the best arc. The Divine Trio arc with the cult of the Psycho Helmet Head and um, the whole dynamic between Mob and Shigeo, how it plays out is just perfect. It's just you're not going to at all, if you're anime only, the next few episodes are going to blow you away. Because everything you're expecting to happen will both happen and not happen. And it's one of the most interesting and novel ideas, and it just builds upon so much character development over the entirety of the series, and it's just like the crown jewel on the top of the series, the ending to this Divine Tree arc. I'll just tell you right now, Mob dies. He dies. He sacrifices himself for everyone. It's really sad. I'm just I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling. But anyway, those are my thoughts. And in the future, I'll make. I watched the anime yesterday, the episode yesterday for both Mob Psycho 100 and for Eminence and Shadow. So in the future, I'll make videos right after I watch them. I'll write down my thoughts while I'm watching it, so I have a little bit more to say and can provide more thoughtful analysis. And I'll also in the future I'm learning video editing so I can actually show visuals instead of my stupid face the entire time during the video, like Chibi Reviews does. So I'll link to Chibi's channel down below because he's much better at this than I am. He's been doing it for a long time, and his reviews are far superior to mine. He's a great guy. What a great person he is, Chibi. I mean, I would love to meet him in person because he's just like if I don't know. I can't think of a good analogy right now. This is what happens when you don't prepare for videos ahead of time. 90% of a good video is preparation, and I've done none of that. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe because in the future I will actually make good videos, like Super Eye Patch Wolf, who is the greatest video greatest video essay creator of our time. He makes essays that I've watched over and over again because they're just so good. And his video editing skills are amazing. His voice is amazing. I could just listen to that guy's voice all day. I have like a bromance with Super Eye Patch Wolf for sure. But alright, guys, take it easy. Have a good one.